Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how I do my cut files from start to finish, from a vector image all the way up to ready to export into your Versaworks software. Okay, so here I got Adobe Illustrator opened up. So I will do File, New, which, you know, Control key, shortcut key, sorry, Control N. Now you got all these templates up here that you can use. I'll use some of these print ones sometimes, but I tend to just use one that I've already got made. I got it at print, 2000 by 2000 pixels. You can name it here if you want. I tend to just leave that blank until I'm ready to save the file, and I'll name it whatever it is. Alright, so let's create that. Okay, now this is my workspace. I mean, it's definitely set up for me, so make sure you get your workspace, and that does make a lot of difference, trust me. Okay, so let's go online. Now I've already got a Google page pulled up with Bigfoot. Let's just go to images. Alright, let's do, let's see what we got here. Pretty cool. But we want the rock and roll one here. So let's grab that one right there. And see, even though it's got a really low resolution, that's okay. So I always click twice on copy image. Used to be able to just grab it and drag it right in. I don't know if that's something that, like right here, I just grab it, pull it right into Illustrator, but it won't work for mine for some reason. Alright, so I'll paste it into Illustrator. Let's see how small that is. Alright. So let's enlarge that a bit. Now we do got a little bit of space there. Let's see what it looks like. So over here in image trace, I do either black and white logo or sketched art. When sketched art I found a little bit better when you got minimal detail. And see how there's hardly any hair or anything like that. That's fine. This is a demonstration, but typically you want to grab the most detail you can. In fact, let's have a look. All right. See, that one's 612. That's a little better. But I want the rock and roll one, so let's go right here. He just got high heel. Okay. All right. 637. That's a PNG image. I'll show you what happens with that. You put a PNG into Illustrator that way. Watch. Boom. All black. I don't know if there's a setting to fix that or not, but come on. Let's get my browser back. Okay. So you want one that is a JPEG. 300. That's not the best. Let's look at this one. 600. Yeah, it's got that kind of 3D look. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Yeah. I don't know if I like that one either. Here we go. Okay. Copy image. I know why it's not letting me jump to my software, because the screen recorder is running. Okay. Alright, so even though you got this hand over here, let me show you something. So over here, I'll come over to image trace, preset, and I will do sketched art. See how you got some of that stuff over there? That's fine. You go to object, expand. I leave these two boxes, object and fill. Okay. Use your, I mean, you can go to object, ungroup. Let's see how it's got stuff still grouped. So I tend to just use the shortcuts, and I'll hit G like 5 times. Boom, there you go. Get rid of the, I call it scrub pieces. Okay, so you got a really good little Bigfoot here. We'll get rid of that one. Now we want an American flag to put into him, right? Okay. Over here I've already got a page pulled up. This one here I like, so we'll copy this one. Right click, copy. Control V to paste it. Okay, see how you got the flag there? Now get right on your corner here, hold shift, and then just turn it. I used to do that the long way. I'd go to object, transform, and rotate. Some of the presets makes it do all that, and it's just a long way to do things. Okay, hold shift down again, drag it from the corner. Now see how the flag's in front of Bigfoot? You want him in back, so right click on the image, arrange, send to back. When there's only 2 images, it's okay to do send to back. If there's a lot of different files on that layer, I'll do it differently. Okay, so now we want to know what's going to be inside Bigfoot. So we'll get rid of the fill. Kind of see there, that's not bad. See how it's got that black down here on his foot? I don't really like that too much. I'm going to go ahead and make this image a little bit bigger. Okay, we got everything. It's got a fill in it. About halfway, you'll get the flag stars down Bigfoot's chest. Okay, then I'll just click on the path only. I'll hold Alt, drag a copy of that over. That's important. And you can make that copy before you do anything else. That's fine. And I'll just fill it again just so I can see it. Now highlight your Bigfoot path and your clipping mask. Really important too, you don't change the size of these 2 Bigfoots. Do not change them from each other. Highlight both items. Right click, make clipping mask. Okay, now see how you got that box around there? What I do is I just highlight it again, object, rasterize, make sure that's transparent, CMYK. Everything looks good. Hit OK. Okay. Now highlight both of them, go up to alignment, centered. There you go. Now here's another thing that's important. Now you have a solid object Bigfoot and you have the raster image Bigfoot. Okay. You want the path, the vector object to be on top. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that fill again. Now you go into your swatches. Okay, see mine's not showing up. So let's see, maybe I got it up here. Nope. Okay. So let's open up. This is a good thing to show you too if you're not familiar. But go to your library menu, other library. Let's go to Versaworks, swatch, Illustrator, Roland Versaworks swatch. Oh, Versaworks AI. You got your swatches here. I always drag that panel up here. It's supposed to stay there. I don't know much about swatches on how to manage them, but I'm learning just like you. Okay, so highlight your path. Hit your spot color swatch there. Now here's something that I had a problem with in the beginning. Okay, you want to make sure that your Versaworks spot color is on the stroke. Get rid of the fill. Just hit that. Now up here in the corner, okay, I used to make it where that spot color was on the left side there. It took me forever to figure that out. And when you're learning, you know, every little thing, you could be doing one tiny little thing wrong and it'll make your day a nightmare. Okay, so over here I got path on top. I'm gonna go ahead and change that to, oops, I got my caps. Let's go to cut contour. Okay, that's got to be on top of that image. Now what I do when I have multiple pieces in one job, I'll create another layer and I'll put those cut contours in that layer. So I'll have my own separate layer for the images and then the cut contours. As long as you keep them together, you highlight them both to move them, that's fine. I've found that's the best way to work, and trust me, I've learned that from plenty of practice. Okay, so now we got Bigfoot. He's ready to go. Another thing you want to just double check. I always put my stroke at 0.5. I don't know if that really matters or not. Over here in stroke window, I do the caps round and the corners round. Don't know if that matters either, to be honest. Alright, now instead of going over here and making this artboard try to, you know, fit perfect. Well, before I even do that, let me show you something. I want to show you what I was talking about with the layers. Okay, so imagine that we got, well, let's just open one. Let's go to my EPS files and we'll just grab let's do the eagle. Love it or leave it. And I could have placed that image in there. Okay, so let's copy it. Paste. Make it the size you want. You know, let's say, oh, I got it set to pixels. Okay. Alright, so we'll get them about the same size. Now, see over here in the layers, I've got the image in that layer with the cut contours. Okay, I want to drag that image down into the layer with Bigfoot's image. So now you got a layer just for the images and a layer just for the paths. See that? Okay. I don't group these. You can group them if you want. I don't. But now watch what happens. Okay, so say you're going to do a job where you're going to do a bunch of these, right? Let's copy those. Let's copy those. Okay. Now you'll notice over here in the layers panel, all my cut contour lines are in the same layer. Down here, all my image files are in the same layer. I find that that's really helpful. But for now, we're just going to do Bigfoot. Okay. Here, I'll do artboard, object, artboard, fit to artwork bounds. If you don't do that, that Versaworks Roland machine is going to read that entire artboard. Again, if you can turn that off, you know. But all right, so here we got Bigfoot. So I'll go to save. Let's do cut ready EPS. All right, Bigfoot test. Now down here you want to change it to EPS, save as type, save. Now this window pops up here, really important. I'll turn that to high resolution. Compatible gradient and gradient mesh printing. Now I wasn't checking that box when I first started doing this, and it took me forever to figure out what I was doing wrong, and that's it. Hit OK and you're good to go. Then you just open your Versaworks, grab that file, and you're good to cut. Hope this helped. I'm new to making videos, so if it's a little crude, I apologize, but any comments, suggestions, I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching.